Well, Hellfire, it is RockdaRiff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. And today's suggestion comes from Stomper1027. Said, "Hey, can you react to Death's Calling by Enda Vinera?" And I was like, "Sure." I've never heard of Enda Vinera, and you've already got me hooked with the track title, Death's Calling. So let's dive on in and see what's up. Oh, shit. I gotta move my headphones over. I totally forgot. There we go. Should be good now. Alright, so I like the choir already. I like the skull already. I like that guitar tone. Okay. I like the drum tone as well. Hellfire, that's right, baby. Hellfire. Did I even say my intro of this video? I think I did. Well, Hellfire's right, Riff. Back for another Metalhead Envy. If I did already, then fuck it. I like that dude's, I don't know, would you consider them mids or highs? Yes. Like, it's definitely on a more unique route for my music experience. It's kind of like how the dude, the vocalist for Cattle Decapitation, he has a particular, like, sing screen thing he does that I don't hear, uh, really any other artist or any other metal vocalist do. But I dig this so far. It's a little I wouldn't say cookie cutter, but it's definitely drawing influences from a lot of stuff I've heard already. That artwork. I do have to say it's a really cool lyric video. I like how the camera's movement, artwork's very interactive and everything. I even like the font of the lettering. I've got a few t-shirts I've made and I like that style font a lot. Okay. Hell yeah. This is another one of those tracks that I'm just sitting here. I'm like, if I get a chance to listen to this with my drummer that I work with in my own band, I'd ask if these drums are programmed. Just just because of those kicks. Like the velocity of those kicks are a little artificial, I guess maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the right word would be to use there. I dig them. And if it's actually being played and triggered, I understand that to a certain degree too. I think I'd be interested to see a drum playthrough of this and see this guy do the work, cause or a girl, I don't know who's playing in this band, but it's the kicks, man. Like I like this. This is in my wheelhouse. I'm a metalhead for fucking life, and I already dig this. But there's something about the kicks that kind of just like I don't know. I don't want to sit here and like shit on this song because it's a good song. But them kicks, man. I've heard that kick so many times. Like it sounds identical to a million other, or not a million, but a lot of other bands that are in the metal scene right now. Because it's just the way that and everything. I think I don't want people to think of being an asshole, but it's like another. I guess in my case, in the bands that I really dig and get into, when it comes to the metal that's in this wheelhouse and speed and fast as fuck, it's hard for me to get like Cattle Decapitation and Archspire are my favorite two, I guess, speed metal band acts that I can think of off the top of my head. And it's hard to beat them, man, because it's just, especially with what the the last record of Archspire, Bleed the Future, that shit was just a magnus opus. I still think that's in my top. That might crack my top five metal albums or speed metal albums, whatever. I don't know, man. It's music's so opinionated. I mean, I'm no expert. I mean, I play a lot, I write a lot, I have my own band, and then we all listen to shit like this and love these bands and everything. But it's just so far to me, this track is there's definitely a market for it, and I probably got like five friends that this is their wheelhouse. They love shit like this. I like the choir, I like the music, I like the vocals, I like the mix and master. It's just something about the drums. Maybe I'm a bit spoiled working with my drummer, and he, like, I know for a fact we record live drums. And I'm curious just in this. It wasn't until I started working with him that I started really thinking about how, like, when program drums are there and they're just, there's just that little bit of soul or life that's not in them sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, I've heard some people program drums, and I definitely would have been like, holy shit, I thought that was a soulful dude really playing all that. And in this case, it could be the actual guy playing, but there's just something about the kick drums that throw it off for me just a bit. Just a hair. Not like I'm going to sit here and say that it's terrible. It's a little funny to me. But there and again, I don't know. I'm not a drummer, and I don't know how to program drums. I don't even really know how triggers work. My drummer's explained them to me a few times, and he's like, basically, a trigger makes it to where you're still physically hitting the drums, but it doesn't matter how hard you hit the pedal, it still sounds like you fucking slammed it. If that's how you have them set up and everything. See right there. I love at the beginning of the song it did the same thing, but I love the sound of the tom rolls there. I think that shit sounds really cool. It's just the kicks. Yeah. Maybe it's yeah. Loved all that guitar work. I think I might be hating on it. I might be hating on the song a little too hard, and I don't mean to. I think it could be part of YouTube's compression. If I listened to this song outside of YouTube and heard it without their compression, I might feel a lot different. But if I had to say what I think it would need is a bit more bass. I wish the kicks had a bit more of the sub kick or the sub bass to them and everything. It's what is it? What is his name? It's that's I bring up Cattle Decapitation and Archspire. I'm pretty sure their newest records, uh, which I don't know about the old records, but Dave, what is his name? Dave Otera. That dude, what he's doing for speed metal and his mix and mastering and bringing out the bass while still keeping the clarity, to me has been leaps and bounds compared to some mix and masters of the past few years. Like it's fucking crazy. If you haven't listened to Bleed the Future or the two new singles that Cattle Decapitation has out, you deserve to, because the fact is that they're this kind of metal and they're fast and speed and still have that fucking bass, man, pumping the chest and all that shit. Especially Cattle's second single they have out. What is it, Scourge of the Offering or some shit? Who fucking knows? Everybody die. Uh, yeah, Scourge of Offspring. Scourge of the Offering. Idiot. Scourge of the Offspring. Like you go and listen to those songs, and you'll feel that bass. Like it's just there, and I want to blame U2's compression on this track. but I don't know. It's a slick track. Don't get me wrong. It's a pretty slick track. I love this artwork. I love this lyric video.
This is our last cut.
Right there, man. That sounds like a machine gun.
Watching it all fucking.
Oh, I like that. Dude, sounds like a straight up demon right there, bro. That fucking shit is badass, bro. I would love to talk to a vocal teacher, especially somebody that's expert in this, and figure out how they all do that, man. That shit is so fucking cool. I got this song suggestion off of Left to Suffer. Uh, what was the name of that song? So Stomper 1027, which thank you again for the suggestion. He or she left this on my artificial anatomy reaction. A track by Left to Suffer, and their vocalist, man, fucking killer. And he did one of these little tricks in his too. It's just that kick, man. I can't get over that kick. I don't know why. It's not bad. It's just I wish it had a bit more life to it. Fucking build is crashing. The vocalist is supposed to die and then building's down. Okay. Death's Calling. That was pretty cool. I feel like if I was in a setting and I actually had a nice system, like my car, and a bit more sub bass, I feel like this song would hit it a lot harder. For me, there and again, some people are gonna hear this and be like, dude, that's the heaviest shit I've ever heard. And I can see that. Like it's not that this shit ain't heavy. Um I guess in my case where I listen to a shit ton of metal music, there is elements of this that I've heard in other tracks, and I feel like some other tracks, excuse me, feel like some other tracks have done it a bit better. But there and again, not to knock Enda Vinera, I think this is really good too. I think the only con I have for this is those kicks. Like it's even more noticeable here at the ass end where the with the breakdown and the I mean I know there's drummers out there that definitely can go that fast. There's an Italian guy that's on my TikTok feed. He does a lot of like or one-handed things. That motherfucker's insane. Dude fucking can play the fuck out of some drums, and I couldn't. Hell, my drummer I work with in my own band, uh, dude can fly too. He'll tell you that this certain things he can't do. He's still trying to learn. Uh, what does he call it? Heel toe, which is funny. I've discussed with him. I'll sit there and when we're practicing, and I'll watch his feet, and he naturally has kind of like a swivel thing that he does. Motherfucker can fly. Like he says he can't do this. I don't believe it, but either way, he's explained to me about heel toe and how that can make you with enough practice to be able to physically do insane fucking shit. It's like the guy from Cattle Decapitation. That guy is fucking fast as hell. Maybe I'm being a bit weird, just simply because my own experience, and it's like my own band. We do everything in studio, and we don't program drums. We actually have our drummer sit there and record the tracks live and everything. So when I hear, because this could be live too, I don't know. I think that's the bottom tagline of my shit is I don't know what I'm talking about. No, it was cool. What's funny is I think the part that's sticking out to me the most again is the vocals. That whole that shit is fucking cool as hell, man. The guitar lines here were badass. I really do dig a lot of this. The guitars and vocals to me, all mix and master wise, sound really killer. The drums are badass. I want to see this drummer physically play this song, and I want to watch his feet. I want to watch how all that shit goes down. I just wish those kicks had a bit more bass. I'm gonna leave it at that. And super Enda Vinera fans hate on me. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be an asshole and talk shit. I wish those kicks had a bit more bass to them. But there and again, this is all opinion and everything. Uh, if this ends up being your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me some pros and cons. If you're definitely more of an expert, let me know in the comments what's going on. I think I'm assuming these are programmed, but I don't know. This is the first track I've ever checked out from Enda Vinera, and I don't even know if I'm saying that band name right. But either way, I would give this track. I'd give it an 8 out of 10 horns. Uh, and the only reason why I wouldn't go up to 10 is just personal preference, just personal taste. I think it's a badass fucking song, and I know plenty of people that I hang out with. I would show them this track, and they would fucking lose their mind and be like, "Yo, this is fucking badass." Uh, but either way, thank you again, Stomper, for the suggestion, and hopefully others will follow suit. Leave me some comments. Let me know some other tracks to check out. It could be some more Enda Vinera. It could be whatever you're feeling at this moment in time. I'm always trying to listen to new music and increase my palette, draw influence from all across the world and everything. So, with all that being said, stay positive, stay rocking. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.